a very impressive chest x-ray. And this is not one that you'll see very commonly. So let's go through and break it down. All right, now let's start off by looking at this side first. This is a patient's left side. All right, we have clavicle here. This flat bone is the scapula. You see the posterior aspect of the ribs that come all the way down here. This is the aortic knob, the lateral border of the heart, the left hemidiaphragm, and this line here is the breast shadow. Notice there are lung markings that go all the way out. There is nothing that jumps out on this left side. This is relatively normal. All right, now let's compare this to the patient's right side. Let's focus our attention here. Now, even if you didn't know exactly quite what was going on here, this should at least just jump out at you and strike you as very abnormal. Look how lucent this right hemithorax is. Look how black it is. Black on chest x-ray is air. This is air in the pleural space that is smashing the lung completely down. This is the outline of the lung. This is what pneumothorax looks like on chest x-ray. The lung here is completely deflated and atelectatic. And very interestingly, you see a portion here that is tethered to the pleura. This is a pleural adhesion. Notice how the diaphragm here is flatter, and there's a deep sulcus sign as well. Now, a lot of you notice this line. This is actually not a central line. If you follow it all the way here, it goes off the screen, but follow it all the way to the base here. This is a port, and it's not a subclavian. It's a tunneled IJ that was placed several months prior, so it was not the culprit. But there's something very interesting here. And if you look at this, this is the trachea. It is deviated just a little bit to the patient's left. That means that this is a tension pneumothorax, and you may have been told you should never image a tension pneumothorax, but that's only true if the patient is an extremis. This patient, and this may shock you, presented with totally normal vitals. And it just goes to show that the human body is amazing and will compensate even for extreme pathology.